I find the idea of looking for a 4-hour work week an interesting concept. It's almost incomprehensible that you could actually have a 4-hour work week. It essentially means you're not working at all for all practical purposes. And I understand you can get there in some sort of a retirement type of a scenario, but the idea is to sort of accelerate that so that you can retire now. But in order to retire and have income that you can draw on from working only a 4-hour week, you've got to build a huge structure that basically feeds you money. And that's the part that nobody has is that structure. And you don't get that part by working 4 hours a week. You get that by working really hard and really clever and coming up with some great idea that can sell and can ultimately sell itself over and over again while you are apparently on the beach or something like that and just phoning it in for 4 hours a week. It's an interesting lifestyle proposition, but I don't see how very practical it is. And it kind of, in my mind, takes people away from the goal of work should be to find satisfying work that we can do, where we can go in, we can contribute, we can make our contribution during a full week of work, whatever that is. Maybe it's less, maybe it's 30 hours or something, maybe it's 40. Heck, sometimes it's 50, 60, 80 hours, especially when some of us as entrepreneurs are out there building the pieces that we need to make our business. No one's looking for a 4-hour work week. You dream about that as the end goal. But honestly, someone who's driven enough to work 80 hours to build a business is probably not the same kind of person that's going to just relax for into a 4-hour work week pattern. You're going to go start the next business for another 80 hours a week or something like that. So I find it interesting, and it's an interesting concept. I love the idea of retirement without actually retiring and continuing to work in some fashion. But I don't know. I personally feel like I'm a long way away from being able to relax into a 4-hour work week. And I kind of don't want to. I mean, I like the idea of having a task that gives me some fulfillment, some purpose, and working at that and getting fulfillment from that rather than getting fulfillment from sitting on a beach somewhere sipping some drink. That's just not my idea of retirement. So I find that concept interesting. What do you think about the 4-hour work week?